Sergeant First Class Sean Cole will now recognize those soldiers in this class who have gone above and beyond what was required of them to graduate today. These soldiers voluntarily joined a program called the Resiliency, Awareness, Prevention, Inclusion, and Diversity, or RAPID Initiative. The RAPID Initiative is a grassroots program which establishes an environment dedicated to the prevention of discrimination, sexual assault, sexual harassment, and suicide. These soldiers, joined by the 111th Military Intelligence Brigade leadership, are actively ensuring that all our soldiers are treated with dignity and respect. The soldiers standing before you are creating a safer and more resilient army. These soldiers took an important step forward in their personal and professional lives by creating a team focused on universal respect and dignity. Please join me in a round of applause for the RAPID Initiative soldiers who stand on the front lines of positive cultural change within our ranks. We will now recognize drill sergeants and instructors for Class 22-025. The drill sergeants and instructors work hand in hand as one solid team to provide every soldier with the tactical and technical proficiencies needed for success in today's military. Will the drill sergeants and instructors please stand and be recognized for your hard work and dedication for this cycle? Additionally, Drill Sergeant Kyle Gannick, Staff Sergeant Brian Zubers, and Mr. Joshua Charette are being recognized as Drill Sergeant and instructors of the cycle for their excellent performance and dedication to duty throughout the cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker today will be Sergeant First Class Jeremy Willis. Sergeant Willis has been serving in the United States Army since 2013. Sergeant Willis was a drill sergeant at Charlie Company from June 2019 to February 2022. He is currently awaiting his next assignment at the Defense Intelligence Agency. Please welcome Sergeant First Class Willis.
Good morning. Colonel David, Command Sergeant Major Eldridge, Lieutenant Colonel Thors, Major Casada, Command Sergeant Major Rodriguez. Esteemed guests, cadre, family members, and friends, thank you for attending today's graduation ceremony. First off, congratulations to Class 22-025 for successfully completing your journey to become not only soldiers, but the United States Army Intelligence Analysts. Lastly, I'd like to thank Captain Jack Mowitz, the first Sergeant Boyd, for granting me this opportunity to be the guest speaker at today's ceremony. I'm not sure what came over you, but it's too late to take it back now. Now the formalities have been concluded, I have approximately 5 to 7 minutes of thought-provoking content before my Mississippi Public School education starts to fill me. And we're just here standing at each other, so let's get this thing going. Almost 9 years ago to the day, on 11 July 2013, I was sitting where you are today, PB2 Willis, about to graduate the 35 Plus course. And as I think back to what my guest speaker said during the graduation ceremony, I can't remember a dang thing. So my goal today is to leave you with 4 standard tips in the hopes that at least one will resonate with you and help you as you progress along in your career and in life. I will caveat that these tips have helped me in my career. These tips will not help you get out of UCMJ or court-martial, so if that's what you're expecting, please lower your expectations. Number one, work hard and expect nothing in return. Let me be clear. I'm not saying that you will ever be rewarded for a job well done. But what I am saying is don't expect a reward or a gold star for every job well done. I'd be remiss if I told you otherwise. Take value in your hard work and your ability to see tasks, challenges, and goals through. Expecting something in return for hard work can come off as disingenuous and a tad bit narcissistic. Your hard work and selflessness will show them, your leaders, that you deserve an award, I guarantee you. Number two, actually try. Strive for excellence. Regardless of popular belief, not trying isn't cool, and mediocrity isn't the quality of effort that wins wars. Let me be the first to tell you, striving for excellence does not mean perfection. You will get bumped and bruised along the way. You may not always come out on top, and that's fine. I would rather be number 2 out of 100 time and time again when trying my hardest than number 50 out of 100 just because I didn't try. Striving for excellence means putting in all the hard work to get the win. Whether it's on a test, a product, performing an ACLT, always do more than the minimum. One of my favorite motivational speakers once said, if you don't want to make waves, be mediocre, be normal, and fit in. Judge like them, walk like them, act like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you neutralize your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. But you have the courage. Okay, so the last two go hand in hand, so stay with me for a few more minutes while I pack this thing up. Number 3, it's going to suck at times. Embrace it. Review 1, always talk first class. Guess what? I've been doing details. I've been doing things in the Army that not always I wanted to do. And internally, I would have rather been somewhere else. Key word, internally. Words of the wise, quickly master the ability to internalize and get you out of a lot of trouble. But honestly, in most of these moments where I thought I was hating life, some of my most memorable moments in my career were created. For instance, at GMTC at Hohenfels, for 45 consecutive days in the field, hating life, but still getting to play spades and card games with my NCOs under the red light before shift change. Training in Lithuania for 4 months while living in tents and getting my nose broken doing a friendly partnership sports day basketball game by Lithuanian players. 2 weeks later, my squadron commander personally paired me up with the guy that broke my nose and said, teach them the meaning of you reap what you sow, and I'll give you a coin. The fact of the matter is that even in our worst moments, it's the people who surround us and go through the stuff with us who make those moments memorable and enjoyable. The brothers and sisters I've gained while embracing the suck are what make this job enjoyable and why I stay. Whether it's fervent wake, or getting shot at in Simwans, or a bunch of overzealous Green Berets, or letting freedom ring in the combat zone far away from home, it's going to suck at times. Lean on the bond you build with your brothers and sisters at arms. Last but not least, be an appreciative soldier. This is my favorite one and has probably been the most useful one by far. Let me tell you soldiers a secret. We as NCOs don't enjoy keeping you placers longer than you have to be or need to be. Now I know that might seem strange, but it's true. You know why? Because if you're there, we're there. And we want to go home just as much as you do. So if we could release you, you'd already be at home or in your barracks. So let me explain this a little bit better so this will be at home. This is the dynamic, present day. Mid-July, on a Friday afternoon, 1300, PFC Willis is sitting in the office complaining about there's nothing to do and he's ready to start his weekend. He doesn't understand why he can't just leave. He's just sitting here on his phone not doing anything and he's aggravated and wants to be released. Now let's think back, or review back to the platoon sergeant meeting with the first sergeant the day prior. First sergeant states that she needs every available soldier, E4 below, to be on the sergeant major detail all Friday, cleaning the battalion motor pool, cutting grass, and battalion footprint, or reading and police calling. Platoon sergeant tells first sergeant that his soldier PFC Willis is tasked out per CIP inspections and duties and things to get done around the office. So first order acknowledges and clears the soldiers to be exempt from the detail. The very next day, present day, PFC Willis is complaining in the office about how they'd rather be gone than be at work. So you can pretty much assume what the platoon sergeant's view of PFC Willis is at this time. Regardless of what you may think, we NCOs typically try to shield you from details and nonsense 90% of the time. My advice to soldiers is this: getting paid to do nothing, sitting in the office, is 9 times out of 10 better than getting paid to do something. Because that something, 50-50 chance that something isn't anything you want to do. Every soldier in their detail was wishing that their platoon sergeant could have kept them in the air-conditioned office, sitting on their phone, not doing anything for the remainder of the day, instead of police calling and picking up trash. Be appreciative, because you never know when somebody's looking out for you, even when you think you know or you don't know. And with that, my time's up. So I know what you're probably thinking. I wish you could have been my senior drill sergeant. But don't think it too loud. Your senior drill sergeant Spikes is going to get jealous. Thank you again for allowing me to do the guest speaker today's ceremony. Hope you all take something away from the tips and key points I discussed today. And as always, I look forward to getting the opportunity to work with each and every one of you out on the force. Feel free to come up to me if you see me out about this installation or another one across the Army. Seriously, I don't bite. Congratulations, Class 22-025, and I wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. Airborne, Cobra Strike first, Silent Warriors, Mission Force first. Thank you for your service.
At this time, Sergeant First Class Willis is being presented a token of appreciation by the Cobra Command Team. We will now show you a series of videos explaining the symbolism of the military intelligence insignia and a video describing the duties of the 35 Fox All-Source Analyst.
Upon graduation, today's students are authorized to wear the MI Corps insignia. On a dagger point up, a heralding sun all in gold, with an oriental blue rose. The partially concealed, unsheathed dagger alludes to the aggressive and protective requirements and the elements of physical danger inherent in the mission. The sun, composed of 4 straight and 4 wavy alternating rays, is the symbol of Helios, who as the god of the sun, can see and hear everything. The 4 straight rays of the sun symbol also allude to the 4 points of the compass and the worldwide mission of the Military Intelligence Corps. The placement of the sun symbol beneath the rose, an ancient symbol of secrecy, refers to the operations and activities of the Corps being conducted in secret and circumstances forbidding disclosure. The color gold signifies accomplishment. The color blue signifies vigilance and loyalty. This is the insignia of the Military Intelligence Corps. The Military Intelligence Corps crest is an oriental blue shield with a golden sphinx superimposed over a crossed key and lightning bolt on a background of gold. The heraldry of the crest encompasses both the rich heritage of Army intelligence and represents the multidisciplinary nature of military intelligence today. The gold background of the crest symbolizes the achievements made by military intelligence since the first Army intelligence unit was created over 230 years ago. The oriental blue of the shield is one of the traditional colors of military intelligence. The lightning bolt represents one of the 3 intelligence disciplines: signals intelligence and electronic warfare. The key signifies the cornerstone mission of military intelligence, unlocking the enemy's secrets. The sphinx, symbolizing wisdom and silence, is the traditional symbol of another discipline, human intelligence. Below the shield, on a scroll, is the military intelligence motto, always out front.
Victory on and off the battlefield depends on having accurate and timely intelligence about our enemy's intentions, strengths, and weaknesses. Combining this with a variety of other pertinent information aids in making command decisions and operational strategies, collected from multiple sources, This highly sensitive information must be evaluated and processed in order to make command recommendations to determine combat, undercover, targeting, and other critical missions. To assess, analyze, and distribute this collection of highly sensitive and classified information is the responsibility of the intelligence analyst.
In this MOS, we work to plan for the enemy and their courses of action and what they possibly could do.
I learned how to think like the enemy and to anticipate what the enemy is going to do.
We basically just predict what's going to happen before it does happen.
This career field requires individuals who like solving puzzles and problems, are creative thinkers who enjoy gathering information and studying its meaning, have an interest in reading maps, charts, and overhead imagery, and have the ability to think, speak, and write clearly.
We are the brains of the operation, and we provide all of the information to understand what's going on behind the scenes.
Because of the sensitive nature of intelligence information, soldiers in this MOS must qualify for a top-secret security clearance. After successfully completing Army Basic Combat Training, you will attend 16 weeks of advanced individual training at Fort Huachuca, Arizona. There you will learn the skills necessary to become an Army intelligence professional, such as critical thinking in the analysis of intelligence to determine how reliable, accurate, and significant incoming intelligence information might be, the preparation of informational charts, intelligence reports, and products identifying national threats, how to add new data in context with existing intelligence so that commanders and agents have the most up-to-date information possible, how to prepare maps and map overlays using military symbology showing friendly and enemy troop positions and capabilities, and the use of intelligence computer systems and software used to process intelligence data.
Just understand that you're going to be doing something really big with this MOS.
Be prepared to be challenged because this is a challenging MOS and you're really going to need to learn critical thinking skills and you're going to really have to be able to think outside the box.
The most difficult part is definitely the stress. It's mentally tough.
There is a lot more briefings that you have to conduct, a lot more papers you have to write.
It's really rewarding to see how it all comes together at the end and how you can apply it to real-life Army situations.
That's like the best part.
As an intelligence analyst, you will have the opportunity to advance your career through on-the-job training and by participating in unique assignments throughout the United States and around the world. The skills, knowledge, and leadership experience you gain may help in your transition from the military to the civilian workforce.
This job in particular will help you prepare for a lot of different jobs. This will transform into any analysis job that you want to pursue. And we also work with 3-letter agencies after you've gotten out or retired.
Transforming raw data into battlefield intelligence. Military Occupational Specialty, Intelligence Analyst.
Today's graduates will now join the ranks of the military intelligence professionals serving our country throughout the world. Please hold your applause for the graduates until the end, but feel free to come forward to take pictures of your graduate as they proceed across the stage. The following soldiers are receiving recognition as the Charlie Company Leadership Awardees. These soldiers are receiving a Charlie Company 305th Military Intelligence Battalion Certificate of Achievement for their performance during the class cycle as they excelled in the challenging role of peer leadership and served as excellent examples to their classmates. The following soldier is Class 22-025's Academic Excellence Awardee. PFC Angel Cuate earned an Army Achievement Medal for the highest grade point average during the course. PFC Cuate achieved a 99.8 GPA out of a possible 100, also earning him recognition as the Distinguished Honor Graduate. Specialist Chances James is Class 22-025's Advanced Analytics Awardee. Specialist James earned an Army Achievement Medal by winning the Advanced Analytics competition. Advanced Analytics is a voluntary program consisting of written and verbal briefings analyzing significant battles in history. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to our awardees. The following soldiers are Class 22-025 Honor Graduates. The Honor Graduates must possess a 90 out of 100 GPA or higher and receive no negative action while in the course.
Private First Class Eden A, Fort Hood, Texas.
Specialist Tanner Casey, Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Private First Class Brianna Sheldon, Florida National Guard.
Private Dante Coleman, Fort Gordon, Georgia. Specialist Robert Culver, Washington Reserves. Private John Davies, Ohio Reserve. Staff Sergeant Daniel Dickerson, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Sergeant Carl Dover, Fort Carson, Colorado.
Private Parker Dunn, Utah National Guard.
Private Tyrese Guthrie, Fort Benning, Georgia. Private First Class Don Harbaugh, Tennessee National Guard. Private Jacob Hogan, Florida Reserves. Private First Class Logan Ingram, Suwon Air Base, South Korea.
Specialist Chances James, Fort Sam Houston, Texas.
Private James Johnson, Fort Benning, Georgia. Staff Sergeant Leonard, Fort Hood, Texas.
Specialist Gwendolyn Lindsay, Virginia National Guard.
Private First Class Angelo Smith, Fort Knox, Kentucky. No.
Specialist William Hendon Ford, Fort Hood, Texas.
Sergeant Robert Mack, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Private Keith McCray, Fort Stewart, Georgia. Private First Class Gavin McMaster, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Sergeant Denise Mills, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private First Class Camden Mitchell, Camp Humphrey, South Korea. Private First Class Michael Muth, Georgia Reserve. Private John Ortiz, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private First Class David Rice, Fort Carson, Colorado.
Private First Class Richard Rixey, Michigan National Guard. Specialist Jose Roman, Wiesbaden, Germany. Private Jeremy Shockey, Pennsylvania National Guard. Specialist William Thomas, Fort Hood, Texas. Private First Class Gage Thompson, Fort Bliss, Texas. Private First Class Daniel White, Iowa National Guard. Private First Class Caleb Wilson, New York National Guard.
Specialist Zachary Filzer, Washington, D.C., National Guard.
Specialist Eva Rose, New Jersey National Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for the Class 22-025 Honor Graduates. The following Class 22-025 graduates have successfully met all course requirements.
Private Lucas Theodore, Camp Humphrey, South Korea.
Private First Class Logan Sharia, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Specialist Elementary Library, Schofield Barracks, Hawaii.
Private Jackson Austin, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private Ethan Anderson, Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Private First Class Jason Anderson, Camp Humphrey, South Korea.
Private Ruben Barbarena, Fort Drum, New York. Private Bradley Bargerstock, Texas National Guard.
Woo, baby!
Private Sean D. Today, Camp Humphrey, South Korea.
Woo!
Private Paulo Bonilla, Fort Benning, Georgia.
Private Britton Boucher, Montana National Guard.
Staff Sergeant Darvis Brandon, Fort Benning, Georgia.
Specialist Joshua Brumback, Fort Benning, Georgia.
Private First Class Sarah Butler, New York Reserves. Specialist Matthew Kiddo, Camp Hungary, South Korea. Private First Class Gordon Daly, Ohio National Guard.
Private Aiden Clark, Camp Walker, South Korea.
Woo! Let's go Hayes.
First Class Johnson Flick, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Woo! Specialist Fort Clymore, Fort Bliss, Texas. Woo!
Private Paul Combs, Gordon Road, New York. Private First Class Joe Mike, Peatland, Turkey. Private Luis Concepcion, Puerto Rico National Guard.
Woo!
Sergeant Norman Cook Fort Drum, New York. Private John Corbett, Schofield Bears, Hawaii.
Private First Class Alan Cox, Utah Reserves.
Private First Class Yellow Boys, Florida National Guard.
Private First Class Ronald Derrick, Ohio National Guard.
Woo!
Private Calvin De Leon, Camp Bunker, Korea.
Private Dmitry Long, Vicenza, Italy. Specialist Abdul Diallo, Costa Vista, Texas. Private First Class Bryce Douglas, Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Sergeant Logan Dolsky, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Yes, sir!
Private First Class Larry Gum III, Tennessee National Guard. Specialist Shannon Hill, Hawaii National Guard. Specialist Trenton Elmore, Camp Humphrey, South Korea.
Private Ivy Irwin, Hunter Army Airfield, Georgia. Private Samantha Evans, Fort Wainwright, Alaska. Woo! Private Sophia Evans, Fort Shepard, Hawaii.
Private George Everett, Fort Wainwright, Alaska.
Woo! Specialist Kristen Brush, Fort Belmore, Virginia. Woo! Private First Class Bella Garcia, Fort Riley, Kansas.
Private Joshua Garcia, Fort Benning, Georgia.
Yes, brother!
Private Dana Beard, Florida National Guard.
Private First Class Alex Development, Fort Meade, Maryland.
Private Derek Gordon, Fort Gordon, Georgia. Private First Class Michael Grant, Minnesota Reserve.
Private Liliana Hamilton, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private First Class Clayton Hamptons, Army Reserves.
Specialist Jonathan Fernandez, Fort Hood, Texas.
Private First Class Sophia Hernandez, from Humphrey, Texas. Private Jessica Jimenez, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Private Riley Jordan, Florida, Texas.
Private Neil Lafayette, Oregon National Guard.
Specialist Brandon Hoffman, Florida, Texas. Private First Class Peter Lopez, Vicenza, Italy. Private First Class Jose Lopez, Fort Punch, Colorado. Private Tom Myers, Colorado National Guard.
Private Lester Martinez, Hawaii National Guard.
Private Nathan McCall, Fort Wainwright, Alaska. Go. Private Elijah McIntyre, Indiana National Guard.
Specialist Jada McNair, Mississippi National Guard. Specialist Jacqueline Mendez, California Reserve.
Private First Class Sam Mitchell, Fort Benning, Georgia. Deacons. Specialist Blake Watson, Fort St. Houston, Texas. Specialist Miguel Montoya, Ohio National Guard. Specialist Jay Moore, Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Private First Class Joy Nash, Maryland National Guard.
Private First Class Juan Nava, California National Guard. Private Noah Nunez, Oklahoma National Guard. Private Gary Gondor, Georgia Reserves. Private First Class Brady Perkins, Fort Knox, Kentucky. Private First Class Brett Perot, California National Guard. Sergeant Malachi Petrello, Fort Lewis, Washington.
Yeah.
Private Woodside
Camp Watson, Korea.
Private Army Code, Army Reserve.
Special Zachary Purdue, Fort Riley, Kansas. Private Christian Keanu, Fort Hood, Texas. Private Christian Raymond, Arkansas National Guard.
Private Rodney Reynolds, Texas National Guard.
Private Ty Richards, Fort Carson, Colorado. Private First Class Maxwell Rick, Fort Carson, Colorado. No. Private First Class Jacob Rodriguez, Real Army Airfield, Hawaii. Woo.
Private Christopher Rodriguez, Fort Carson, Colorado.
Specialist Terry Ross, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Yeah!
Private Junker Sabo, Osan Air Base, Korea.
Private First Class Matthew Sanchez, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Private First Class David Sanders, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private Marcus Seinfeld, Camp Companies, South Korea.
Private First Class General Sections, Fort Irwin, California. Specialist Tyler Sheffield, Wisconsin Reserve. Private First Class Robert Shell, Arkansas National Guard. Private David Shipley, Missouri National Guard. Private Artem Short, Camp Humphreys, South Korea. Specialist Brian Sakura, Camp Humphreys, South Korea. Private Christopher Smith, Fort Carson, Colorado. Sergeant David West Smith, Rapid Service.
Private Madison Smith, Kentucky National Guard. Private First Class Miranda Sosa, Pennsylvania National Guard.
Sergeant Blake Sparks, Fort Riley, Kansas. Private First Class Devin Sennett, Fort Meade, Maryland. Private Om Sudar, Camp Humphreys, South Korea. Private Barry Thompson, Fort Drum, New York.
Private First Class Jordan Tran, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Robert Under, Fort Hood, Texas. Private Greg Walker, Fort Bliss, Texas. Private First Class Cameron White, Virginia Commonwealth National Guard. Private First Class Max Settle, Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Private First Class Karina Greer, Fort Knox, Kentucky. Lieutenant Sanchez, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Private First Class Cole Dixon, Florida National Guard. Private Fort Merritt, Fort Bliss, Texas.
Specialist Olivia Moore, Army National Guard.
Private Joseph Massenberg, Maryland National Guard. Private First Class Jamie Deluxo, Fort Carson, Colorado.
Private Axel de la Rosas, Ramstein Air Base, Germany. Private Brandon Nunnery, Colorado National Guard. Private First Class Air Sandies, Colorado, Fort Carson. Private Jalen McCaskill, Georgia National Guard.
Private First Class Adam Hagan, Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Private First Class Melvin Chapel, Florida National Guard. Private Isaiah Butler, Fort Meade, Maryland. Private First Class Joseph Finn, California National Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the graduates of the Military Intelligence Analyst Course, Class 22-025. PFC AIT, the distinguished honor graduates, will now lead the graduates in the reciting of the Soldiers' Creed, Military Intelligence March, and the Army Song. Graduates will march out to the courtyard where there will be an opportunity for pictures with staff and cadre. Please rise for the reciting of the Soldiers' Creed and the singing of the Military Intelligence March and the Army Song.
The Soldier's Creed!
I'm an American soldier. I'm a warrior, member of the team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am the guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier. Onward to victory, silent warriors to the fight. Onward to victory, trained and ready day or night. Peace through intelligence, to your health and to our core. Strength through intelligence, to show them on forevermore. March along, sing our song, with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might. And the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won. And the army goes rolling along. Then it's high, high, hey! The army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. At this time, Drill Sergeant Gannon, the drill sergeant of the cycle, will march the soldiers out of the auditorium. We ask you remain seated until the conclusion of the ceremony, and please refrain from blocking the exits while the graduates march out of the building.
Center, please! Forward, march!